year.
Okay, personnel of the year. It's a great one because it doesn't have anything to do with me. Personnel of the year is the peers. The peers are your biggest critics. They're also your biggest supporters. And they can say anything they want. You can't do a thing about it except listen. Because it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. So this year, the peers feel that Rainer Baker should be personnel of the year. He's kind of quiet. He doesn't say much. He does speak more often than Ken Young, however. Good job.
This is a perpetual plaque that stays at the hospital, and every year the names are added to it. It hangs in the hallway. I don't know where it's going to hang now because they put something else in that hallway. So, congratulations, Rainer.
Thank you all.
Here's your chance.
Okay.
Here's your big chance. Carl typically asks me for a few minutes to talk, and he gets 7. So.
I'd like to take a minute and I have a little thank you list. It's only 3 pages long.
7 minutes.
I'd like to start by thanking the commissioners for their support. I'd like to thank the Chelan, Inyet, Manson, Mansfield, and Orondo Fire Commissioners for their support. Because they allow their chiefs and their departments to collaborate and work with us to meet our mission. CEO Kevin Abel for his leadership, his support, and effort before and during and after the EMS levy campaign. Along with him, Brad Hankins, who was part of our campaign as a co-chair. Chelan Douglas EMS MPD, Dr. Lance Jobs, for his support because he's the guy who signs all our cards to practice. And he does so graciously because I sign off on all of you. Rita Griffiths, who was my predecessor, for the foundation she laid, which has been my privilege to work with all these years. My peers, Tim Lemon, Mike Asher, Arnold Baker, Tyler Kale, Jim Odie, of the Chelan, Inyet, Manson, Mansfield, and Orondo fire departments. They also help us meet our mission. And we help them meet theirs. EMT Susan Aparicio for her assistance with equipment preparation and special projects. EMT Jared Eigenbrod for his assistance with special projects, equipment checks at Station 31-1, and spur-of-the-moment coverage when we need 3rd outs and 4th outs. EMT James Bergeron for assistance with special projects and spur-of-the-moment coverage. EMT Chris Willoughby for his service. EMT Ken Young for his service. And his coordination on the LCCH paratransit program, which has brought him to the point where he's now the senior center board chair, for real. EMT Nick Glenn for his dedication to the process. EMT Kaylin Whitlam, EMT Ivy technician Kaylin Whitlam, for her coordination of the community ed and sphere programs. EMT Ivy technician Paul Glassman, for her assistance with special projects, equipment checks, and spur-of-the-moment coverage. EMT Ivy technician Renita Cook for her service and the coordination of the BLS training program. EMT RN Don Dreyer for his many years of service. EMT IV Technician RN Carrie Stewart for her assistance with the public access to defibrillation and public education programs. EMT IV Technician Dana Vivian for her service. EMT IV Technician Richard Vincent for his assistance with fleet maintenance in his service. EMT IV Airway Technician Alan Anderson for his assistance with inventory control and uniform stewardship. Bless you. EMT IV Technician Vita Monteleone, which is Italian for mountain lion. For her assistance with the CPR, first aid, and education programs. In the last 19 years that she's coordinated the banquet and raised the funds for it and carried it out. She does get a gift from me and she knows what it is. EMT Technician James Ashmore for his assistance with payroll and scheduling. EMT IV Technician Rainer Baker for his assistance with the coordination of the CPR, first aid, and public access to defibrillation programs. He's the one who takes the heat when it doesn't go right. After it hits me, it goes the rest of the way through. Paramedic Raymond Eichmeyer for the hundreds of hours he puts in on the car seat safety inspections, the LCCH Safety Committee, Emergency Preparedness, Washington State Cardiac and Stroke Technical Advisory Committee to the Governor, Greater Wenatchee EMS and Trauma Care Council, and he provides relief for me on the command side here. Many of these things are his passions, and he carries them out, both on his days on and off. Paramedic Mistea Courtney for assistance with field training and orientation of new personnel. Also, congratulations to Mistea, as she is a second-generation member of our troop.
Rescue 71, sliding EMS traumatic injury, East Woods and North Emerson Street.
Good night, gentlemen.
You got these in, okay?
That is the epitome of what we do, isn't it? Paramedic Curtis Albu, who just left the room, for his assistance with small projects and his desire to make me smile, which is an insane thing. Every time he comes in the morning, Medic 3171 comes up to interface and cross-count drugs on the rigs that are at Station 311, which is the hospital. And he makes it a point to try and find some way to make me smile, knowing that I'm usually not a morning person. And I gotta give him credit for that one, so somebody tell him that I actually did. David Pletch, who's not here tonight, for his assistance with the WMSIS project, which is our medical record system through the Department of Health, which is a complex tool that requires a fair amount of understanding, because he had to help us learn how to use it, and he helps me keep it straight and operating. And I'm not very computer oriented. Just ask my staff. Most of them will tell you it's painful to watch me type. Paramedics Jim Gilden, Jeremy Yoder, Kurt Middleton, Elliot Bresman, Shane Van Pelt, Doug Martinson, who fill in holes in the schedule and help us staff Station 52. Paramedic Christina Eichmeyer for her assistance with quality improvement and EMT instruction. Paramedic Jen Foreman for her assistance with command, who serves as our contribution to the Chelan County SWAT team and was named SWAT operator in the year 2009. That's pretty good considering the men she competes with. One of which was her husband, but he was on the team after her, according to her. Is that true? Okay. Paramedic Craig Vivian for his assistance with programming radios, which is a merciless, thankless, rotten job. And also for filling in on the spur of the moment, which he's very good at, and assistance with command from time to time. Dr. Parks, who exemplifies humanity in medicine. You get a hug from me. And I'd like you all to, when you say your prayers tonight, to take a minute and include a former member of our organization who was actually on the front end of things in the early days. For those of you who know Raymond Toad O'Neill, he passed away recently, and I'm sure he and his family would appreciate your prayers and a thought. And those are my thanks, and if I've left anybody out, I apologize. I'll try to remember to catch you next year. Thank you.